Hey, I'm Kian and I am starting medical school in August. I am also trying to start a YouTube channel, so please subscribe, please share my videos with your friends, plaster them around the known universe so that word can get out that I have a YouTube channel. So today I am going over what I did to get into med school. Specifically, what did I do that I put on my application? Just a little bit of background, I applied after my second year and was accepted on that first application once I had completed all of third year. So the application process is sort of a year-long thing. It started for me at the end of second year, and then interviews were halfway through third year, and then my acceptance letter came at the very end of third year. Another thing to note is I only applied to one medical school. This was sort of my practice round to get a feel for what the application looked like. So this is a very sort of specific view on what could go into an application, so I think it's really important to keep in mind that every med school is very different and they may be looking for different things, but I still hope that this is helpful. So this is a printout of my application. I'm not going to show this or outline the exact sort of sections of the application because I think that's copyright of the university. But I will tell you what I did that ended up on this application. So let's start off with academics. I completed 3 years of university by the time I was accepted into med school. When I applied, I had completed 2 years and was signed up for my third year. So I had 103 credits towards a 127 credit biochemistry and molecular biology degree. The exciting part of this application is the non-academic activities. So I'm just gonna sort of read through these and give descriptions where necessary. So, what did I put on my application? I put that I was a summer string camp music instructor. I was a leadership student. I was a cross-country ski coach. I volunteered as a chemistry tutor at my university. I volunteered at the Canada Winter Games. I volunteered at the hospital. I played in a handbell choir. I played senior basketball. I played flute. I play in the orchestra. I play soccer. I was an outdoor recreation volunteer. I was a pianist in a local band. I do trail running. I did a cross-Canada road trip. I played on the senior soccer team. I went on multiple band trips. I played in jazz band. I played in concert band. I played classical violin. I traveled around Europe. I participated in the Iceman. The Iceman is very similar to Ironman, but just sort of diminish the intensity. It's a lot more fun, I would say. I've run half marathons. I competed at the Music Fest Canada Nationals. I also went to the National Debate Championship. And that was everything that I put under non-academic. My employment history, this was a lot shorter. I work at the restaurant. So if you've seen my vlogs, I work at a local Chinese restaurant. And I teach private music lessons. Another thing I put on my application were awards. So I have that I received the Governor General's Academic Medal, I received the National Honor Award at Music Fest Canada, I received a 4-year tuition scholarship award to my university, I was invited to the Golden Key International Honor Society, and I received the Retired Teachers Association Scholarship. Other than that, I didn't really put too much else on the application, but it still took 30 hours to complete. 30 hours to complete. Which is insanity to me. Upon starting this application, I immediately realized some gaps in my own sort of accomplishments. So even though I couldn't put new activities on my application, I thought for next year it would be a good idea to get started on other sort of activities. So I started volunteering at the Cancer Center. I also started volunteering in a lab. This was a biochemistry lab where I just sort of ran different mini experiments. So I'd do a bunch of plasmid extractions, or I'd run a PCR. It wasn't like super exciting work, but I actually really enjoyed it, and it really strengthened my skills for my biochemistry lab course. And in addition to that, I worked in a lab starting in May of this year, which if you've seen my vlog, you know that I do bioinformatics up at the university in a lab. So other than that, my MCAT also went on this application. So my medical school required a minimum of 124 on every MCAT section. If it was below that, your application wasn't considered. So those are the things that I was involved in that helped me get into medical school, and I think that it's really important to note that a lot of these things were done not only for medical school, but because they are things that I'm interested in. So if you took a close look at my application, you would notice a few underlying themes. One of them is music. So I mentioned, like, I play violin, I play flute, I play in the orchestra, I'm a music teacher, and I think having so many musically related things on my application showed that this is a passion of mine and I'm really dedicated to it. I'm willing to get involved in things that interest me. Another theme you may have seen were sports/outdoorsy activities. So outdoor recreation volunteer, ski coach, doing the Iceman, half marathons, trail running. I think that that shows that I have a specific directionality to, I guess, sort of hobbies and fitness. So yeah, I think it's important to really just be yourself. And I was actually talking to a medical student a few years ago, and she's like, yeah, I love to knit, and I'm like a really homebody kind of person, and I think I put that on my application. And really, they just want to get to know what sort of person you are, so don't try and fake it just for the application. I think it's just so unsustainable. Anyways, that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you want to see more sort of med school admission related videos, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. Other than that, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!